Today marks 1144th day sharing lessons I learned and continue to learn with all of you. My hope that these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help you to achieve your goals, and really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about life-changing ideas. Very simple, basic life-changing ideas. I think we're missing the point by trying something looking for complex things. I think true beauty of life is in simple things and simple ideas that you actually execute them well. What we will share today will be well known. But I think that sometimes we need to really put ourselves in back to that simplicity, back to that foundation things, back to those ideas, that is life-changing ideas when you're actually executing well on them. I will share a lot of ideas today, probably 15 ideas that you need to implement just to make sure that you're able to live a life of significance, of a difference, of making sure that you feel fulfilled, empowered, really do the right thing, make the right choices. Because there's only two things that really makes a difference. So there's making a right choice and executing on that right choice. When you're able to make a right choice and execute on that right choice, everything will be right, one way or another. So what are those simple, foundational, life-changing ideas? So number one is that we need to have the belief that abilities could be developed through effort that transforms how you approach life. That we need to adopt growth mindset. Because when we really adopt growth mindset, like challenges no longer is threatening. It becomes opportunities to expand your skill set. Everyone knows that. Growth mindset is a thing that really helps to develop. I think that people who do not believe in growth mindset is right away fixed mindset person. I think if you catch it, it might be that it doesn't work for me. That means it might be that you are in one area of your life, you have fixed mindset. It's very easy. That means that what I like about growth mindset, that it might be that you are growth minded in your expertise. But in your weaknesses, you are fixed mindset. That's why it's your weakness, because you never thought that you're able to develop, get better, improve. So it means that everything in life could be improved when you actually execute on growth mindset in that field. Do you need to develop that area? Might not, but maybe you need to find a person who are very good in that. So adopt growth mindset in life. This is very simple. Second is prioritize health. Your body and mind is the engines that really drive everything. Everything in life is driven by health, by energy. So we need to really make sure that we have optimal health to enhance energy, resilience, longevity. All those things is improved by health. I always say that the most important resource in life is energy. There's nothing more important than energy. Why is that? Because you can have all the money in the universe. You can have all the time in the universe. But if you don't have zero energy and you lay down in the bed, what you will do with that money? What you will do with that time? That's why energy is important. That's why health is supposed to always one of the top priorities to achieve everything in life. And I think that when you start to prioritize our health, when we prioritize our energy, when we execute differently, when we show up with leadership, we attract so many different things in life. Number three, learn to say no. Again, idea, life-changing idea. And probably I've heard it 1,000 times, but I think that do we actually execute on that lesson? Because I think that when we hear the same lesson so many times, we sometimes start to ignore that. And I think that sometimes we need to say, okay, do I actually implement this simple thought, this simple idea? Because what it is, that's why it matters. Because saying no creates space that really for what truly matters. Because every single time they say something that is unimportant, you take away and steal time for the things that really matters. Every single time that you make and you say yes to unimportant thing, it steals time from the things that matters. And that's why it's such a powerful thing. And that's why people who have achieved great success, I think that they are one of the best saying no. They say right only to the right things. Now, I know there is few percent of people who are saying no to everything and they never say yes. And maybe that's what they need to do. They need to learn to say yes, because you'll never achieve success without yes either. But it's much harder to say no to most people rather than say yes. Number 4 is invest in relationships. Because why it matters? Because people are wired for connection. I think that we do not feel fulfilled if you do not connect somehow with other people. Because deep connection, deep relationships really builds safety, growth, purpose, meaning, fulfillment. There are so many great things coming out of connection that when you build it and nurture that relationship. Easy understandable. And I think that sometimes comes with the age as well, with our maturity, not with age, with maturity. Not with age, with maturity. Because I love what Raphael McManus said, that there's 3 layers of life. Sometimes we care about material things. This is the first level. Second level is we care about experiences. And third level is we care about relationships. So that is coming through maturity. So you care about the cars first, then you care about travel first, then in third you care about relationships. And that's just how the really connection comes into place. Number 5 is embrace minimalism. I think this was easy for me too, because I love coming back and seeing fresh things and then not seeing any clutter. Have few things on the table and that's it. That's who I am. I love have few things on the table and that's it. Few things at home and that's it. Few jackets, few shirts, like a very small amount of things, because that's what I prefer, because I don't want to have clutter, because clutter, what is clutter at home is a lot of times shows up in the clutter in mind. So the less to think about, the less to make decisions about, it's less clutter in the mind. Because I think that intentional minimalism is the intentional space to create for the things that really matters. Because if you have so many things, sometimes you start to struggle to understand what really matters, what don't. I think when you have few things, you know that those things truly matter and truly adds value into your life. Number 6, and I think this is again one of the most important things, is practice gratitude. Practice gratitude. Because when you practice gratitude, you switch your mind from lack to abundance, from disappointment to joy. You're not able to have a negative and positive thought at the same time. So gratitude is able to switch from negative to positive. No matter what negativity you have, you're able, with gratitude and appreciation, switch to something positive. And that is one of the most powerful things, to rewire your mind from thinking about negative things to positive things. Powerful thing. Number 7 is develop emotional intelligence. This is the idea that I think that every single person needs to have in their mind, foundational idea. Because emotional intelligence show up in so many different ways. And I think that is a great thing to say, is that IQ doesn't say anything about your success, but EQ predicts success much more than IQ. Because so many people with very high IQ is not successful. But people who have very high EQ, it's very hard for them not to be successful. It's almost impossible to be very successful with EQ, with a high EQ. So that means when you think about, okay, what are the best predictors of success is emotional intelligence. So that means what I'm able to do to develop EQ, to put myself in the best position to succeed. So that means it builds empathy, it builds resilience, it builds emotional regulation, it builds decision making. All those things are essential to make things happen in life. Number 8, master time management. Is an idea worth thinking about. What do we do with my time budget? I have 24 hours, so this is a limited resource. This is a finite resource. How we execute on that time, because that will dictate as well how you manage your time will dictate how much you succeed. Because if you do not manage your time, that means you are spending less time on the things that move the needle forward. But if you're able to manage your time, to manage priorities, most important, manage priorities very well, you're able to focus more time on the things that really matter, based on your values, based on your vision, based on your goals, based on the things that really actually help you right now. Not in the future, not in the past, but right now. What helps you the most? Number 9, Pursue lifelong learning. This is the amazing idea that I think that every single person is supposed to have in life when it matters. Because constant training keeps your mind fresh, energized, joyful, blissful, sharp, flexible, adaptable. Like all the great things is coming just from learning, developing, improving, getting better. And it opens new possibilities because you develop a new skill set. So opportunities that you were out of reach now becomes closer. Now you're able to pursue the things that you never pursued before because you develop, you improve, you get better. You connect with different people. Because when you change your mind, when you learn, when you develop, you're able to have different kind of conversations. You're able to communicate differently. You're able to express better. So you connect with different kind of people, and those different people will allow you to bring new possibilities, new opportunities into your life. I think that sometimes we underestimate the true power of lifelong learning. Number 10 is cultivate a morning routine. There's a beautiful saying that how you start something is how you finish. That means that having more routine is very important because it shapes your day. It shapes the way how you do things. Because sometimes when you really start your day with the most difficult things and you execute and you finish the most difficult thing, so that thing that challenges you, you have so much motivation to do even more. But if you're very slow and you are not able to start your day, it's very hard to really get into the rhythm. So momentum started from the day, from the morning, it could be essential to really make things happen in the future. I know that. I always say, I know that when I start day slow, it's very hard to start getting in momentum. But if I start my day very well, the days just go very well. Now, is it impossible to make things happen even if maybe you start slow? No. But it's much, much easier. And I think that we need to always work to make it easier for us, not make it harder for us. Number 11, develop financial literacy. No one else will take care of your finances, only you. And we need to really understand that money is a tool, not a goal. Money is a tool, not a goal. This is one of the most powerful statements. Now, if money is tool, not a goal, that means that why do I need money? What I need that money for? So what is my goal? So I can say that I want to have a beautiful experience with my family, and what I would love to do with my family, where I would love to go with them, what kind of house I would love to have with them. So it means you think about the goal of like family is your value. So that means you need money to really pursue your value, but not the money. You pursue not the money. You pursue that value. You pursue that goal of having amazing family. And sometimes you need to develop yourself, improve yourself, invest in your growth, you invest in your communication, invest in a lot of different skill sets that will allow you to do that. It's very powerful when you understand that money is a tool to achieve your vision. And the vision is not to make $1 million. Vision is what you will be able to do with that $1 million. What you will be and how you will be able to feel when you achieve that vision. That's what is money for. And financial freedom, financial mastery gives you freedom of choice. It's such a powerful thing that money, when you have money abundance, it gives you options that you will not have otherwise. You have an option to do whatever you want. You have an option to do the things with the people that you love, whenever you want it, wherever you want it. And that is the most powerful thing about having financial literacy. Number 12 is find a purpose-driven career. And this again, because I think that work consumes a majority of, like a massive chunk of our time. So we need to really align our calling, our career, with the vision. Now, for a short period of time, I know that there is things that sometimes you need to work just to make money, just for a short period of time. But we always need to work to really get as soon as possible to the career, to the calling, to the thing that actually allows us to really pursue our values, vision, and allows us to really make things happen. Because that's really creates fulfillment and impact that we're looking for. Number 13 is limit screen time. I think that this is an thought that we always need to as well be careful with. Because that's how the social media are created, or that's how TVs are created, to attract, to bring the emotion that you would love to really see more. And I think that when we're able to say, okay, I want to pursue something, I want to pursue something that is meaningful, I want to really pursue a vision. So we need to be present. And present is reading a book, taking action, executing. Because social media and screen time a lot of times creates a lot of negativity. That means that comparison, it creates reduced productivity. So there's so many bad things. So like being able to really focus on things that matter and remove all screen time, that's powerful. Practice self-compassion. Number 14, practice self-compassion. This is an amazing idea, and I think that is very powerful that sometimes we forget. We give a lot of compassion to others, but we forget to give compassion to ourselves. We forget to add compassion, that we are people as well. We deserve compassion. So we need to be kind to ourselves because that's reduces stress, anxiety, that really improves, fosters growth, fosters resilience. You're able to be much more resilient when you actually give yourself a break. When you're pursuing taking everything right, when you make a small mistake, because you will never be perfect. Nobody will be perfect. I will never be perfect. You will never be perfect. So knowing that, it allows you to be much more compassionate. And last one, number 15, is I think that idea is serving others, contribute to others. I think that helping others, adding value to others, fosters connection, gratitude, sense of purpose, meaning, making a difference, fulfillment. There's so many great ideas coming just of really being intentional, because this is contributing, adding value to people is intentional. Because I love about John C. Maxwell that he thinks every single day how we could add value, how we could serve others today, who I could serve today, how I could serve today. This is a powerful thing because when you serve others, you serve yourself as well. You're not able to serve others without serving yourself. If you're intentional about it. I'm not saying yes to people, because serving is different than helping people. Serving is different than helping people. Because helping sometimes people doesn't serve them. Sometimes helping people is making disservice to them. Because sometimes people need to do by themselves to improve, get better. So if you help them to achieve that, it might be that you do disservice. So actually say, what is adding value to this person? I think that's where the parenthood is a big thing. A lot of times people and parents want to help their kids and then taking the challenges out of their life, but that is disservice to them rather than helping them. And this is a big, massive topic, and maybe we'll be able to speak in the future about it. But contribute to others is one idea that we always need to have in our mind as a foundational thing to make things happen in life. So I hope that you reflect as well on what kind of idea do you feel is foundational in life? And maybe you share a comment and what do you feel? What are the ideas in life that are essential, foundational, that every single day we need to think about it, reflect on it, and really act on it? I really would love to know. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.